In 2005, the world will be introduced to the next installment of the Harry Potter franchise, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Right away, we are introduced to Frank Bryce, who is the actor Eric Sykes. He is a groundskeeper to a cemetery and quickly notices a faint light coming from an abandoned building. He investigates and first hears the voice of Lord Voldemort, who is portrayed by Ralph Fiennes. In the same room is also Wormtail, who is actor Timothy Spall, and Barty Crouch Jr., who is portrayed by David Tennant. The final individual is Nagini, the very scary looking pet snake of Voldemort. Awakening from a nightmare is Harry Potter, who is portrayed by Daniel Radcliffe. By his side is Hermione Granger, who is actress Emma Watson, and also a sleepy Ron Weasley, who is actor Rupert Grint. The remaining members of the Weasley family is composed of Arthur Weasley, who is portrayed by Mark Williams, Fred and George Weasley, who is actors James and Oliver Phelps, and Ginny Weasley, who is actress Bonnie Wright. Altogether, they take a small hike to meet up with Amos Diggory, who is actor Jeff Rawle, and Cedric Diggory, who is portrayed by Robert Pattinson. They all gather around an old boot atop of a hill. It is a port key, an enchanted item that is used to travel to a predetermined location, and when they arrive, we the audience are introduced to the 422nd Quidditch World Cup, a sporting event that takes the top Quidditch teams from around the world and pins them together to see who is the best. Hosting the game is Ministry of Magic's Cornelius Fudge, who is actor Robert Hardy. It will be around this time that the Malfoy family will make an appearance. They consist of Draco Malfoy, who is actor Tom Felton, and Lucius Malfoy, who is portrayed by Jason Isaacs. Unfortunately, the event will end in tragedy when supporters of Lord Voldemort make an appearance. They completely destroy everything, leaving a skull and snake in the sky to remind everyone who was responsible. Other members of the Ministry of Magic are also shown, like Barty Crouch, who was portrayed by Roger Lloyd Pack. Soon after, the three protagonists are on the Hogwarts Express, heading towards Hogwarts for a new scholastic year. On the train, Harry has his eyes on Cho Chang, who is actress Katie Long. On the train, Harry also writes to Sirius Black, who is portrayed by actor Gary Oldman, to tell him about his weird dreams. Hogwarts this year will be a bit different as they are selected to host the legendary Triwizard Cup, an event which Hogwarts, Durmstrang's Institute, and BX Batten's Academy of Magic compete to determine one overall champion. First, the BX Batten's Academy of Magic are introduced, as several students make their way forward. A noticeable student from this group is Fleur Delacour, who is actress Clemence Poisey. The headmistress for this group is Madame Olipe Maxime, who is portrayed by Frances de la Tour. Next, the Durmstrang Institute will make an energetic entrance as their headmaster Igor, who is portrayed by Predrag Blacklack, walks in with the lead student Victor Crumb, who is actor Stanislav Janbinski. During this intro, we are also shown some of the professors of Hogwarts, like Albus Dumbledore, who is portrayed by Michael Gambon, Sirius Snape, who is Alan Rickman, Professor McGonagall, who is actress Maggie Smith, Phileas Flitwick, who is actor Warwick Davis, and Hagrid, who is portrayed by Robbie Coltrane. Also, other staff members like Mr. Filch, who is actor David Bradley, will make an appearance, and a new significant staff member will be Alistair Mad-Eye Moody, who is actor Brendan Gleeson in real life. Due to the violent past of the Triwizard Cup, new rules will be implemented, like only students that are over the age of 17 will be allowed to compete. Noticeable students that enter the tournament are Cedric Diggory, Victor Crumb, and Fleur Delacour. Before the announcements are over though, an additional name is violently ejected from the cup: Harry Potter, a student who is only 14 years old, but unfortunately the magic surrounding the Triwizard tournament is absolute, and so he must compete. It will be around this moment that we see a noticeable mood difference from Ron towards Harry, as their friendship will begin to noticeably deteriorate. Soon after the announcement of the participants, journalist Rita Skeeter will make an appearance, who is actress Miranda Richardson. She will quickly become a nuisance, but the tournament must go on. Regardless of the strained relationship, Ron tells Hermione to tell Harry that Hagrid is looking for him. So, when Harry does meet Hagrid, it is revealed that the first trial will involve dragons. Soon after this discovery, Harry informs Cedric. And a couple of days pass, and on the day of the trial, each student is selected a dragon who will be guarding a golden egg. The task is for the student to retrieve the egg from the dragon. With some quick maneuvering, every student is able to pass the challenge. A very important tradition that also comes with the Triwizard Cup is the Wizard's Ball, a dance that will make everyone show their dance skills. This dance will be revealed when Ron receives some rather interesting attire from his mom. Now, Ron and Harry are faced with the challenge with finding a date to the dance. This will turn out to be a difficult challenge, as it seems that everyone already has a date. Ron at this point will make Hermione mad by assuming that nobody has asked her out. Ultimately, Harry and Ron will go with the Patel sisters, who are actresses Afshan Assad and Shefali Chowdhury. On the positive side, it seems that this wizard's dance has created an exciting situation for some. Both Neville Longbottom, who is actor Matthew Lewis, and Hagrid are looking forward to the dance. Neville is seen practicing his dance skills, and Hagrid is seen combing his hair and dressing a bit fancier. On the day of the dance, Ron is seen contemplating his wardrobe, Harry is seen looking at Cho Chang, and everyone has their eyes on Hermione, who is seen rocking an amazing dress. At this point, Ron is shocked to discover that her date is Victor Crumb. Harry is quickly escorted to the main floor because it is tradition for the main participants to start off the dance. It is important to note that the rock band playing at Hogwarts are real-life band members from Radiohead and Pulp. Before the start of the second challenge, Cedric approaches Harry and tells him that he should take a bath with his golden egg. As Harry makes his way to the bathroom, he is greeted by Moaning Myrtle, who is portrayed by Shirley Henderson. She gives him a valuable hint as she explains that he should open the egg underneath the water. From there onwards, Harry would know that the next challenge will be under the water. And while looking for a solution to being able to stay under the water for a long period of time, Neville will inform Harry of gillyweed, a magical plant that allows him to breathe under the water. The day of the challenge, it will be revealed that each participant will have 1 hour to look for something valuable underneath the Black Lake by Hogwarts. With the sound of the cannon, the challenge begins and we see the transformation from the gillyweed. Unfortunately, halfway Fleur Delacour will fail the challenge when she is attacked by the Grinwillows, a magical creature that lives in the lake. Harry discovers that what they are looking for are people that are special in their lives. Cedric will save Cho Chang, Crumb will save Hermione, and Harry will save Ron. But since Delacour has failed, there is nobody to save her little sister, Gabrielle Delacour, who is actress Angelica Mandy. So Harry goes against the rules and saves both Ron and Gabrielle. This will result in Harry scoring second place overall in the challenge. Things will take a turn for the worst when after the second trial, the dead body of Barty Crouch is found. Cornelius Fudge, Albus Dumbledore, and Professor Moody discuss whether to go and continue the tournament, and ultimately it is decided that it must go on. Around this time, Harry is exposed to one of Dumbledore's memory, an event that happened many years ago at the trial of Igor. At the trial, Igor explains that it was Barty Crouch Jr. who was involved with helping Voldemort. Harry then explains that the man that he has been seeing in his dreams is indeed Barty Crouch Jr. The final trial will involve the 4 participants, and the task is to find the Triwizard Cup in a very large maze. Professor Moody was responsible for placing the cup, and again with the sound of the cannon the event begins. And right away everything seems to have a very ominous feeling. The maze is continuously changing position, and we the audience see a bewitched Crumb attack Delacour. Things will escalate when Crumb attacks both Cedric and Harry. Ultimately, both are able to incapacitate Crumb, and the trophy shows itself. Harry and Cedric decide that they should win together. The trophy turns out to be a port key, and the duo are transformed to a cemetery. Quickly, Harry notices that it is the one in his dreams. Out of a building, Wormtail, holding Voldemort, comes out and kills Cedric. They pin Harry against a statue. Wormtail performs a ritual that allows Voldemort to return at full strength. Voldemort confronts Harry, and both enter a duel. It is only when the spirits of Cedric, James Potter, who is portrayed by Adrian Rawling, and Lily Potter, who is actress Geraldine Somerville, that Harry is able to escape with Cedric's body back to Hogwarts. The final leg of the film will begin to unfold at around this moment. Once Harry returns, it is apparent that something went wrong. Dumbledore, Cedric's dad, and many others begin to panic as Harry explains that Lord Voldemort is back. Quickly, Moody pulls Harry aside and takes him back to his room. It is revealed that Moody was actually Barty Crouch Jr., who, with the help of a Polyjuice potion, was able to disguise himself as Moody. In the end, Albus is left to try to explain the evils that has been released to the world. He reminds everyone that everything will be different, to value the relationship everyone has, to love one another. The year is over and all the students return home, and the film ends. Hope everyone is doing wonderful and staying safe. Quickly again, I just want to say thank you. The channel just hit a new milestone with 50 subscribers. It's amazing to think how much the channel has grown, and in reality, I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you again and much love.